Do you want to save 5 crore rupees for your retirement and don't know where to start? Well, Teena and I are here and we are going to help you understand all the steps that are needed to save that 5 crore rupees retirement corpus. So stay tuned. Hi, Teena.
Hi Sakshi.
So, Teena, I've been thinking about it all the time lately that, I want a very comfortable and a very peaceful retired life. When I'm 60 and above, I want that my lifestyle should remain the same. But where do I get all that money from to, fulfill my daily needs and my wants as well, and to lead the same kind of lifestyle is the big question.
So Sakshi, to give you comfort, you are not the only person who think like this. Actually, there has been a study by Max Life Insurance Company which says that 9 out of 10 Indians worry about their savings. They have the biggest worry that their savings will not last through their retirement. So yeah, this is one of the biggest concerns in the minds of all Indians, and the right answer to start saving as early as possible.
Yeah, but at the same time, Teena, I've been thinking that, sometimes that living life to its fullest and living life in the moment and fulfilling whatever you want to, you desire at this point in time is also equally important. I do want to take that lavish or luxurious vacation, fulfill my EMIs and the daily needs, the family needs as well. So where do I get to save for that retirement corpus?
Actually, the problem with us, we are always thinking about today and not tomorrow. As you said, I'm thinking about vacation, but I do not have that long-term vision about retirement.
Yes.
So we have this short-term goals which we are giving priority compared to long-term goals, like buying a house is always on the top of our mind. Education for our children, it's always there on our mind. We are concerned about it, but retirement, no. So one of the reasons why you not have saved enough is because you are spending more than you are earning. That can be one of the reasons. Or the other reason is that retirement is not on the card. It looks like a very long, distant thing which is not happening tomorrow.
Absolutely, you are right over there. So let's get down to the basics. Like, if we want to save 5 crore rupees for our retirement, how much do I really need to save?
So it depends on your age, which I'm not asking you, but I give you one broad framework. So if one is 20-year-old and let's assume that person will retire at 60, so he or she has 40 years in hand.
Absolutely.
So given the time frame, that the time frame is 40 years, the person has to save only rupees 4,250 per month.
Okay,
it's just
that sounds still comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable. So if you start early, you can start with the small sum of 4,250 at the age of around 20, and within 40 years, at the time of retirement, and when you turn 60, you will have the corpus of 5 crore. And I am assuming that the whatever you are investing in is giving you a return of 12% over here.
Okay, many mutual funds do actually give you that 12% return, so that's not impossible, and it is not looking impossible to have that 5 crore rupees if you start saving at 20. But let's get realistic. Most of us do not start saving at 20 because some of us don't even have a job, some of us are still studying, doing post-graduation. So let's get realistic and say, if by the time one turns 30 and then starts investing, then how much time and how much money will be needed?
So I will say you have lost 10 years. What I gave figures were for 20 years. So now if I rework the whole calculation from the age of 30, so if the same amount you are investing, 4,250, starting from the age of 30, then you have only 30 years in hand. So it will accumulate to only around 1.5 crore.
Oh,
so that's
so you lose up almost like 3.5 crore rupees just in 10 years time.
That's the magic of compounding, which you will lose if you do not save early. But answering your question, if one is 30 and still want a corpus of 5 crore, then at this age one has to invest at least 14,000 to get the corpus of 5 crore.
Okay, so 14,000, 4,200 becomes actually 14,000 by this time. Okay, so I'm not going to get into more bad news because I'm going to ask you something that, say, many people in India have actually done what you talked about first, only fulfilled their immediate needs and wants, and therefore have not saved anything for their retirement corpus. So say somebody is now at the age of 50, just 10 years now left for their retirement. within 10 years, do they still have the possibility of creating a 5 crore rupees
Yeah,
corpus?
very much possibilities there. If they are looking at the monthly investment, this amount is slightly higher. It is around 2.17 lakh. So every month one has to shell out around rupees 2 lakh. 2 lakh 17,000, and but I will say as you grow old you also earn more, so
Yeah.
might be 2.17 was very huge amount at the age of 20, but for 50 year as they grow in their career they might be able to save this much amount. So it depends on the age, but clearly when you start early it gives you an advantage. From the small amount you can accumulate a big sum through the magic of compounding.
Absolutely. So you've been talking about this magic of compounding. Help me really understand what exactly is compounding. How does it work?
So compounding is basically where you earn on your on the amount you have saved plus the interest that you have earned. So give you an example. If you have saved around 1 lakh rupees and on 1 lakh you are getting a return of 10%. So this 10% is 10,000. Now next year, now your return will not be on 1 lakh. It will be 1 lakh plus 10,000. So your return will be 11,000.
Wow.
So again, the third year it will be 1,21,000 corpus that you will earn an interest on. So you are earning interest on interest or return on return. That is the magic of compounding.
So there you have it. Like, you know, we constantly talk about starting to invest early. You must have heard n number of experts talking to you about that. Start now if you've not started, before as well. Don't look at the timing of the markets or any other variable factor. And that is because of this magic of compounding. Now that I've understood this, you did talk about a very important point. We've all understood that, okay, we need to start off early, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. You've given us that bracket of age as well and the amount of money that will need to be saved for the rest of the years that are remaining before 60. But you also talked about a 12% return.
Right.
That is the magic figure as well, because you need to invest that much money in a product that actually gives you an annual return of 12%. I also pointed out many mutual funds give you that returns. Could you help all our viewers really understand where exactly should they save this money?
Very rightly said that mutual funds have the tendency to give higher return because mutual funds invest your money in equity.
Yeah.
So if you want the option, I will say to invest your money in large cap funds. There are many large cap mutual funds which have given a return of over 20%. During the period of last 3 years. Last 1 year equity market has been down, so there we have got the return of around 8-9% in the mutual fund. But there are mutual funds like ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund, there is SBI Blue Chip Fund, there is Kotak Blue Chip Fund, then Nippon Large Cap Fund. All these are funds which invest your money in blue chip companies which are very stable and big companies.
Right.
So there you have the risk level low, but the returns are also good. So as I said, these funds have given the return of around 20% over the period of 3 years. So I have taken the conservative return of 12%. Hopefully you will get a much higher return on this corpus.
And maybe you actually achieve that 5 crore rupees corpus earlier than you expected, and you can actually go in for that early retirement as well that we always talk about. That's been fantastic. Thank you, Teena, for giving us all that calculation, and hope you now get that calculation right for yourself. Get down to saving as early as possible and you can have that 5 crore magic figure for your retirement corpus.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.